Oh, we waiting on me, sorry. We waiting on me. Okay. All right. So, what everyone's been waiting for, episode 6
Episode 6.
in our podcast. Yeah, baby, we live.
You know it.
All right. So, what we're gonna talk about is revenge trading. And I know this is a very interesting topic for all the traders out there or new becomers. Um, you want to elaborate on your experience on revenge trading?
Sure. When you're talking about revenge trading, I think it's all emotionally based because you're mad, you're upset, you lost something, right? So when you lose, when you lose your money,
Yeah.
you want to make it back as soon as possible,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
First thing you want to see, I want to get it back, I want to get it back, I want to get it back. No, that's where we come into like the last episode where we say take a step back.
Yeah.
So it's emotionally driven completely. But I mean, you have to take those monetary losses to get rid of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely necessary, but you have to know that fine line to tote. When to get into a different trade or take a step back and breathe.
Yeah,
So
that is very, very crucial because, like, I know I always start with the podcast like, yeah, I can relate to how it is, but realistically, like, I've been down this road, like, taking small accounts to big accounts and then getting to that target area, and like telling myself, like, I'm really like talking to myself, should I keep trading? But the money looks so good in my account. It looks
Right.
very big. It's a very stacked account, right? So then you're like, you know what? Let me uplot. Let me take more of a risk, right? And you uplot your size, your lot size, and then you're like, why did I not just close and just be settled and be content with the money that's there, right? So I feel like a lot of people just get so caught up, including myself, like when we get to that big amount, like that's what we all dreamed of. That's what we envision. All those ambitions and things that you want to do with that money, right? But we get so caught up with that we don't become grateful that we're in that situation,
Right.
not seeking or taking full advantage of that moment, right? And that's why we lose it. So then when we lose it, we're getting back into it. So then that's when the emotion starts to kick in. I'm like, all right, I got here, I could do it again. I'm whatever, not even listening to my confirmations at all, not looking at the trend, and I'm not even thinking within myself.
Right.
And then you try to gain whatever that you gain, and then you start to do it all over again and start doing it, and then you don't even realize that you're doing it because you're so focused on the money aspect. So if you're coming in, you don't want to focus on the money aspect. You want to focus on where is my entries. You got to start like really like talking to yourself that why am I getting into this position? Like if it helps for you to journal everything step by step, then do it. But if you're revenge trading and you're going in there blind and having no confirmations, you're not gonna be the consistent trader rather than that revenge trader. Yeah, I made this, but you made no withdrawal. So then everyone looks at you. They're like, man, oh, you could get them next time. Come on,
Right.
we could do better.
And sometimes it works. Most times it doesn't.
Yeah,
For myself, that gold trade that I was talking about, and this is why I preach it so hard
Yeah.
on any calls that I'm on. When you take your loss, take a step
Yeah.
back and analyze rather than just get into the next trade. I misanalyzed gold when I was scalping it one night, and I lost $350. I got out of it. Had I been patient, so this is like a whole bunch of lessons all in one night.
Yeah.
Had I been patient, it actually came right back to my entry, right, within a couple more hours. But I wanted to go to bed. Boom, I closed it. I lost $350.
Yeah.
Woke up, and I was like, oh, damn it.
that,
It came
that
right back.
350, that could have been more than that 350.
Right, well, and it ended up being more than that
Yeah.
350 because I see the drop where it came back to entry, and I'm like, oh, this is following what I
Yeah.
expected, so it's going to continue dropping. Oh, I got into it.
Yeah.
And that was like as soon as I woke up, and by the time I got to work, I was down another $400.
Yeah.
It went the opposite way. So
Oh,
if
man.
if I wouldn't have told myself I need to make back what I lost that night before,
Yeah.
if I would have just said, no, you know what, I still got X amount of dollars in my account. Let me go back and find out what I didn't see. I just said, nope, I'm getting into this. Boom. And this is
Yeah.
again why I preach it to new students
Yeah.
or anybody who just needs to hear it. Take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, that's very crucial because I know that's happened to me, especially around December when it was a very volatile month. Hitting up to 100K, and then I was getting very confident, and then did it again. I even did a whole countdown. I'm like, who wants to see if I do this again? Did a countdown. I was like, all right, I'm 70K away, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and everyone was just like, okay, wow, and should have made a withdrawal. And I think I was actually telling you about this. So I got the capital up to like 150K, right? Then placed two $10 lots on Bitcoin.
Yep.
Lost 64K. And I was just like, I had to sit back and really reflect. And I'm like, man, should I revenge trade and get this back? Or should I test my skill set to see how good of a trader I am? So for that night, I think we were in a meeting. Not in a meeting, but we were in the office. And I'm like, all right, I'm not looking at my phone into New York session. So I hopped back in. Then I traded on the US 30, and then I gained all my capital and some back. So in that moment, that taught me like a very important lesson. Just like the fact is that, all right, I shouldn't just dive back in just because I lost that amount. And people that do lose that certain amount will probably be done trading for the whole week. They'd probably be very emotional, or probably revenge trading and, try to get whatever good trade ideas. But realistically, you got to really reset your mind and focus on the next day.
So that was one of the examples I was thinking of. I wasn't going to put your numbers out there unless you wanted to, but I know you're transparent.
Numbers.
Right.
Numbers don't lie.
Right.
So like,
I know you're transparent, but that I remember that because I think anybody that's going to listen to this is going to sit there and say, if I'd have lost 64K, I'd have just been done. I'd have quit. I'd have quit. But no,
like,
you took a few hours. You waited till New York session started. You saw an opportunity, and not only did you make what you lost, but you made more back.
Yeah.
And I mean, at that point, like you said, that confirms that your mindset was a little different than what maybe mine was with my gold trade, right?
Yeah.
So, it's just the fact overall that revenge trading can hurt you.
Yeah,
it can.
It's like you got to look at it. That's the most important saying that I love to say just to everyone. It's just that we're trying to rob the government.
Yep.
Like you got to look at this scenario. Like the government are making money regardless. Either going up, going down. If you're getting in a bad entry and you lost, and then you're going back again because you're trying to make up for that loss, that shows no game plan at all.
Right.
The government is still going to be pocketing that money. Like they're like, thank you. You played a great game with us. So you're playing a very high risk game, and then your account is back to zero. You're ending up refunding your account, then actually getting more funds with withdrawing it, and then that's not you're doing it completely backwards. So if you're withdrawing your funds way too many times, that should tell you, all right, I need to slow down. I need to study. I need to find out what is going on, so I don't have this mistake again.
Right.
So like it's like you stop those habits to see the overall picture, and then you eliminate the revenge trading. So if you lose, you be like, you gotta be excited. You be like, yeah, I lost. You gotta say it proud.
Right.
You be like, I lost this money.
See,
guess what? Because if you go to your job, right, and you get fired, guess what? There's no more money coming in.
Right.
But when you're trading and you have the ability to refund your account and have a whole new scenario. Because if you're on a job location, that's it. You get fired, you're going to have to resubmit an application. You got to probably get, a new outfit because you got to impress the people for your interview. Guess what? When it comes to trading, you're not doing any of that.
Right. See, and I had that confidence waking up that next morning, but I took literally 2 minutes and pulled the trigger on it when that's where my mistake was. So granted, I wish I could go back to it, but I learned.
Yeah.
It changes my whole mindset.
Yeah.
Every time that happens, my mindset changes a little more.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Like, I tell people all the time, I get excited when I take L's.
Yeah.
People look at me, they're like, "This guy, what? You
It's
get
like-
excited that you take L's more than my W's?" Because why? It's because everything I'm taking it is an example.
Right.
Like if you're not taking things as an example, are you learning?
Right.
Yeah, you could have wins. You could be 99-13. You could be showing your numbers. You're undefeated. Are you winning from? Are you learning from your wins? A lot of people are no.
Well, and you don't know if maybe those wins could have been lucky wins because you can't analyze it correctly.
Yeah.
Where literally if I lose, I go back.
Yeah.
And I know why I lost. I went back and I took, that was on a Thursday morning. I took all of Thursday, all of Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday before your call. And I made sure that I was just sitting there. Granted, I have my TV on in my office, but I locked myself in the room and I was just like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? What did I see before? And what did I not catch? So I now have I literally went to the gym that weekend, if you want to say it. I bench pressed with charts rather than however much you bench press.
Yeah.
So
he's gonna compare about bench pressing.
Hey, I'm just saying. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing with the charts.
Yeah, but like another example, like just like how you texted me about the British pound versus the NZD dollar, right? And you're like, look, man, there's news going on at 7, and I kept looking and there wasn't anything there, and I told you it was going to be completely bullish, and that's when that next day, right?
Oh yeah,
it took off, right? So like. When even though you I think you were teaching, right?
Yeah.
You were teaching that day.
Yeah.
So like you were teaching, and then even though that I already told you that it was gonna go up as an extra confirmation, and then you probably was like, nah, like looking at at the negative news that it would probably pull some and then make its move. Then it was like no, it hesitated and went up, and I know a lot of people probably was like, yeah, I should have shortened it, but good thing. If I didn't, if that shot up in it, which it did for 200 plus pips, they would have lost money, and then they're gonna look to try to short it again. But we all know, especially when news comes out, it tends to go up a little even further than your initial entry. So to actually look to short it. So a lot of people would have been like, yeah, if I lost all that money, and then I would have been like, yeah, I need to get that money back because, even though it made that big move, it has to come down at some point.
Right.
So.
Well, and if you look at it now, they're starting to come down.
Yeah.
In fact, a trade that I gave out on Monday, I think it's actually about getting ready to activate soon.
Yeah.
So
I was actually looking at it when I was at like 4 or 5 in the morning this morning, and I was looking at all the British pound pairs, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
The British pound CAD going down. AUD. GJ is going to be taking his time, but I know GN was starting to move down, and I had it for like really.
It was like
high,
350 pips.
Yeah, really high swing target areas. So that should really play out nicely. But
yeah, I mean, for me, the whole moral is, I think outside of emotion, as a little over a year experienced trader, if I'm setting myself goals, my first goal was get emotions out of the way.
Yeah.
My second one was now get revenge trading out of the way, right? Because you're your own worst enemy.
You gotta look at it. If you eliminate revenge trading, you're saving money in your broker account.
Absolutely.
That's it. Like you eliminate that. If you take the loss, you take the loss. All right, cool. Don't go back in and take more of a bigger loss. Like, and I had these habits myself too. Like I'm not the perfect trader at all. Never want to be displayed as one. Never want to say that I'm the best. I'm just the best within myself. So when you do all those habits and you eliminate that, then trading becomes fun because at the end goal we want consistency all the time.
Right, and we see it through the chats. I think we talked about it, but same scenario that happened last Wednesday with the rates. Somebody had lost money, and then they decided that they were going to scalp those indice pairs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which I highly wouldn't recommend doing.
yeah, so we were just in there like, no, 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 stop, stop,
Yeah.
stop. You lost, take a break, let it make its move, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I mean, the markets are always going to be there. You want to make sure you're in there as much as possible as well, but that doesn't mean I lost. I need to get this right back right here, right now. It will slowly build up again. That IG live going crazy over there.
Nah, oh my God, Steven's talking about something completely different. But
We need some questions.
yeah, it's just like even today. Like I think I gave out an XP 500, so it shot up. You know, due to Donald Trump's, little motivational tweet, and
Yep.
that happens. Like back in my mind, I wanted to get back in and get in for a buy, but no, like that's not like the safe route to go about it. Just take it. Had an L. We had a great Monday. It was fantastic. There's no need to be even more greedy. So
Right.
at that point, you gotta focus on next week.
Yep.
This week is already done.
Yep.
Even though we have Thursday, we have tonight, Friday, cool. But when you get a certain amount of pips and your account has grown, that is when you should be like, all right, perfect. I'm not going to be revenge trading just because my capital size is big now. I could get some more. What we want to be looking for is good moves, and that's it. Focus for next week, and then that's how you're building your consistency. Or if you're building a portfolio, it becomes very smooth. So and then you're like, all right. Like I think I even texted Derek. I was like, yeah, I turned this 500 to 3K. And Derek was like, awesome.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gave me a thumbs up, I think. So, like, I was like content, made the withdrawal. That's it.
Right.
Like, be done. And then focus on the next trade. So,
See, and I mean that's kind of why I'm not like a big fan of like the 20 pip challenge or
Yeah.
whatever it is, the 30 trades, 20 pips for 30
Yeah.
trades, because literally you're over leveraging. It's promoting
Yeah.
over leveraging, and when you're promoting over leveraging and you actually do over leverage and you lose, first thing you want to do is
and then your challenge gets restarted.
exactly
So
all the
then
way
it's
over.
just like, man.
And the biggest thing that I've seen that I think a lot of traders new or even somewhat experienced have is that discipline. When I'm sitting here preaching the discipline portion to people that don't even know what this is, and it's like,
Yeah.
yo, you think you're going to make $1 million overnight? No, you have to be disciplined. All you literally have to do is grow your account 5% daily. If you grow your account 5% daily and you catch 50 pips a day,
Yeah.
you could literally take $100 and end up with $1 million in like 6-7 months. 5% daily is nothing.
Yeah, it's the
you
bigger
know?
picture.
Yeah.
It's always a bigger picture.
And I always use that example because you brought that up to me a long time ago, to like as far as the patience and the discipline for it. And when I bring that up to some people and I tell them that that's possible, first thing they're saying is like, "Holy shit, no, no, it's not true. It can't be." Oh, it absolutely is true.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people fall off that train. They'll start it just like the 20 pip challenge. They'll start it, and by trade number 5 or 6. Oh, they're like doubling their over leverage lot size.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden that one trade goes bad. Boom, you're done. So, and then you sit there and you're just upset the whole time.
Yeah,
Take that
'cause,
take that
like,
negative emotion away.
Yeah, it's because
Be
like
disciplined.
because then you feel like you're entitled to make what you lost. At least let me just get back to what I lost. And then it's not like that.
Nope.
So like if you just wait, take your mind off it, recollect your mindset and go back with a better one. You could potentially get back what you lost, but don't make it like such a goal that it has to be done. Like,
Right.
Like there's no choice. Like you do have a choice.
Right.
So
I'm with you. It's one of those hard lessons, but people tend to learn it, and then when they do it and they realize what they've done, if they're successful, they'll probably still do it. But if not, and they end up blowing their account or whatever, I guarantee the mindset changes.
yeah, like
Guaranteed.
at the end of the day, you just gotta take your own. You gotta take responsibility for your account. Like you
Yep.
cannot blame anyone because at the end of the day, if you're taking signals or not, you're pressing the button.
Right.
Like it's completely optional. Like no one is telling you that you need to sell this or buy this. Like if you lost money and you're clicking a button, don't blame anyone.
Well,
That's- yeah,
it's
that's
funny you said
yourself.
that. I was talking to David earlier today. He gave me a call, told me about his whole trip that he's going to England and everything like that to go hoop, right? And he was asking me, how's trading going? How's trading going? Well, I gave him the example of what happened with gold, and he was like, "You're still, what are you still doing?" I'm like, "Dude, all I have to do is sit here and blame myself for it. I can't blame the market for that."
Yeah.
So taking that accountability is easy when you understand what you did wrong, and it's just making sure that you just don't do it again.
Yeah.
So it's something that I like to stand by as far as accountability goes. I can only blame myself for losses. I can only blame myself for bad trades. I can only blame myself, and that's it, because nobody can push that button like you
Yeah.
said but me.
That's true. That is very, very true.
Yep.
So, I think we pretty much covered about revenge trading. It was very spicy.
Yeah, we all
Very
all have
spicy.
stories.
We all went through it. We all have lost them out. There isn't anyone that hasn't said that, they haven't lost a big balance before, because, and they really BSing you. So everyone has lost.
Right.
And, everyone is revenge traded. Everyone is trying to get back what they initially deposit, or try to get whatever account balance, and they can feel, better with their emotions. So we went through all the trial and error. So, and, if you're doing things that's going to correct it and not have it happen again, then you're winning.
Right.
So you're improving within yourself.
I would be curious for anybody that's even listening to this when they do. I would say, if you can, send us an example of your revenge trades. Put it into Blue Cap. DM the Blue Capital IG page, and give us a revenge trade story. Because I would guarantee that whole that inbox will fill up.
Yeah.
Sorry if I create work for either one of you working that IG box. You know what I mean? But I want to hear it from the people. I definitely do. I want to see what people have and what they've experienced if they can send it in.
All I know is that they don't want to see my inbox. My inbox would be pretty big. So.
Right.
But yeah, it happens. But it's cool. And then, it's all part of the process. When it comes to trading, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
The wins and the losses. Revenge trading, or if you're not revenge trading at all. So, and just keep it moving. Just keep it striving.
Yep. Tomorrow's another day.
Yep.
Tomorrow's another trade.
That's right. So, I think
What do you got to do for episode 7?
episode 7.
I think we should have Marcel on.
I think so.
I would love to have Marcel on there. Is
we
you
should
gonna be here?
We should definitely have.
Next Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be my.
Next Tuesday. One of those
Yeah,
days.
it could.
Last week's my next week before I leave for Thailand, so yeah.
Yeah. Let's get
Yeah.
Alright, so Marcel.
And I'll have a
Yeah,
fresh,
let's-
I'll have a fresh cut too.
let's get Marcel on
I'm
there.
looking crusty right now.
All right. All right. So for episode 7, we're gonna have one of our students hop on, and then he's gonna basically just talk about his, his viewpoint, how he feels about trading in general, and how does he like it, because everyone has different experiences, trials and tribulations. So
Horror stories.
yeah.
Yep.
Good stories.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Didn't you have a good week this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
Monday was.
Yeah. There you guys have it. He's using the word spicy now,
Yep.
so that
It's
means he
catching
had a
on.
good-
You better-
It's catching on. Let's get it trending.
Yeah.
Throw that
Exactly.
emoji.
Go own that. Go patent it.
Red and green peppers.
There you go. I'm with it. Well, I appreciate
All
everybody
right.
who's listened. Thank you guys.
All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and see you guys for episode 7.